If Mason Anderson had understood what that Saturday afternoon would cost him, he would have never answered that message. But by the time the woman with the purple gift bag walked through the door, it was already too late. Ava Anderson noticed her immediately. Not because she was looking for her, but because for the past 18 days, Ava had been living in a state where her mind tracked everything. Patterns, inconsistencies, small details that didn't belong. The woman didn't hesitate when she entered. She didn't pause, didn't scan the room like someone unfamiliar with the space. She walked in with quiet confidence, like she already knew where she was, like she belonged there. That was the first confirmation. The second was the smile. Calm, polite, slightly tilted like she was measuring the room, and Ava along with it. The kind of smile you wear when you think you've already won. Ava felt something inside her go completely still. "Hi," the woman said brightly, lowering her voice as she bent slightly toward the birthday girl. "You must be Lily. Happy birthday." Lily Anderson barely slowed down, her crown already slipping as she spun away toward the inflatable slide, laughter trailing behind her. But the woman's eyes didn't follow Lily. They stayed on Ava. And Ava knew those eyes. She had memorized them from a photo sent at 11:58 p.m., taken in a dim hotel room. In it, the woman wore nothing but a white shirt, Mason's shirt. The same one Ava had bought him for their anniversary 2 years earlier. Around them, the party carried on like nothing had changed. The kids laughed. Parents talked over plastic cups and paper plates. Someone refilled the juice boxes. It all continued, normal and ordinary, as if nothing underneath it had just shifted. And then there was Mason, standing by the drinks table, frozen. His hand hovered mid-air like his body had simply stopped responding. For a brief moment, Ava almost felt sorry for him. Almost. "Madeline," Ava said, her voice warm, controlled, almost too controlled. "I'm glad you could make it." Madeline tilted her head slightly, a flicker of confidence crossing her face. She thought this was a move, a power play. Showing up here meant something to her, like she was claiming space, stepping into a role she believed she had already earned. Ava smiled. Then, just slightly, she raised her voice so it carried across the room. "I was actually just telling everyone how you and my husband have been sleeping together for the past few months." The silence was immediate. Not gradual, not awkward. Complete. The low hum of the inflatable motor suddenly felt too loud. A plastic fork froze halfway to someone's mouth. A child asked a question and was quickly hushed. The illusion was gone. Madeline blinked, her smile faltering just enough to reveal what was underneath. "Excuse me?" she said, but her voice lacked the confidence it had moments before. Mason moved then, rushing forward too quickly, his hands slightly raised as if approaching something unpredictable. "Ava, hey, let's just talk outside, okay?" Of course. Outside. Contain the damage. Control the narrative. Ava didn't even look at him. "We're not stepping outside." She reached into her bag, pulled out her phone, and opened a folder with deliberate precision. "I think she should hear this one," she said calmly. Madeline's face lost its color. Mason took a step forward, but it was already too late. "I can't stop thinking about last night," Ava read aloud. "Counting the days until I can feel you again." A sharp inhale came from somewhere in the room. "Please stop," Mason said, reaching for the phone. Ava stepped back just out of reach. "That one's my favorite," she added quietly. "It really shows the level of respect you both have for this family." The shift in the room was subtle but unmistakable. Parents pulled their children a little closer. Phones appeared, first discreetly, then not at all. Witnesses, forming in real time. Madeline stepped backward, clutching the gift bag to her chest like it might protect her. "This is insane," she said, her voice shaking. "You're insane." Ava tilted her head slightly. "Maybe," she replied, "but I also have messages, records, receipts. And now a room full of people who just watched you walk into Lily Anderson's birthday party like you belonged here." "Mom?" Ava turned. Lily stood a few feet away, frosting smeared on her cheek, holding a half-eaten cupcake. Her voice was small, uncertain. "Why is everyone quiet?" For a brief second, everything inside Ava threatened to break. But she didn't let it. She knelt down immediately, bringing herself eye level, her voice soft and steady. "Sometimes adults make really bad choices, sweetheart. But Mom's taking care of it." Lily hesitated. Is Dad in trouble? Ava didn't lie. Yes. Lily nodded slowly, accepting the answer in the simple, direct way children do, then turned and ran back toward the bounce house. Ava stood. The softness disappeared. Madeline was already moving toward the exit. Mason followed, torn between staying and escaping. 10 seconds, Ava called after them. They stopped. Just long enough. And then I make sure your company knows, she continued. I know where you met. I know what policies you violated. My lawyer's investigator was very thorough. Madeline didn't respond. She turned and walked out quickly. Mason hesitated for a fraction of a second, glancing back at Ava, searching for something. Anything. He didn't find it. Then he followed her out. The door closed behind them and the room finally exhaled. For a moment, no one spoke. Then a woman stepped forward, Lauren, one of the other mothers, and gently placed a hand on Ava's shoulder. I saw everything, she said quietly. If you need someone to confirm it, I will. Others nodded, silent but clear. Ava gave a small nod in return. Thank you. Then she looked around the room. I'm sorry this happened here, she said, but I'm not sorry that everyone now knows exactly who showed up to my daughter's party today. Slowly, the music started again. Conversations resumed, quieter now. Children returned to playing, though the energy had shifted, something underneath it permanently changed. 20 minutes later, the candles were lit. A song was sung, photos were taken, and Lily Anderson made her wish. Ava smiled for every picture, cut the cake, held everything together with careful precision. Then the door opened again. Mason walked back inside. Alone. His face had lost all color, the shock settling into something hollow. He looked at Ava, and in that moment, she understood something with complete clarity. This wasn't the worst part. This was just the beginning. Ava almost laughed, not because anything was funny, but because of how calmly her mother said it, like she was analyzing a situation instead of standing in the aftermath of her daughter's collapsing marriage. You're handling this better than I did, her mother said, brushing glitter from her hands. Ava shook her head. It doesn't feel like it. You kept Lily out of the initial blast. You gathered evidence before reacting. You're already 3 steps ahead of him, and he knows it. That part stayed with her because it was true. The look on Mason's face before he walked out hadn't just been panic, it had been realized. Andrea stepped closer and lowered her voice. That text you got? I'm pretty sure half the moms saw it. Someone already posted about the whole thing in the neighborhood group. Ava's stomach tightened. Posted what? Nothing with names, just that something happened at the community center. But people are already speculating. Of course they were. 6 years in that neighborhood. Block parties, school events, friendly conversations, and now everything would shift. She would be the story people whispered about in grocery store aisles. Honestly, this might work in your favor, Andrea added. Ava looked at her. How? Witnesses, public incident, pattern of behavior? Your lawyer's going to love it. That was the first moment it stopped feeling like chaos and started feeling like something else, something structured. Her phone buzzed again. Mason, I need to get some things from the house. Can you give me an hour? Ava typed back immediately. No. You can collect your things next week, supervised. The typing dots appeared, disappeared, then came back. Please, I need my laptop for work. You should have thought of that earlier. The dots vanished. Then the call came in. She declined it. It rang again. Declined again. She silenced the phone and slipped it into her bag. Andrea watched her. He's persistent. He's desperate, Ava replied. Across the room, Lily sat at the table, carefully pressing glitter onto a paper crown. Ava's mother stood beside her, steady and calm, like she'd seen this kind of thing before. Ava clapped her hands lightly. All right, everyone, let's wrap it up. Thank you for coming and for understanding. Parents began gathering their children, offering quiet sympathy on the way out. One of the dads lingered for a moment. Hey, he said, that took guts. What you did? Ava gave a tired smile. I'm not sure it felt like that. It should, he said. You protected your kid. That's what matters. After he left, the room felt suddenly empty. The noise gone, replaced with the quiet aftermath of something that had shifted too fast. Come on, birthday girl, Ava said softly. Let's pack your presents. Lily didn't move. She looked down at her hands. Is Daddy coming home tonight? Ava knelt in front of her. No, sweetheart, not tonight. Because of that lady? Yes, because Dad and I need to figure some things out. She was mean. Ava exhaled slowly. Yeah, she was. Then Lily asked the question Ava had been dreading. Is it my fault? Ava's chest tightened. She took Lily's hands gently but firmly. No, listen to me. None of this is your fault, not even a little bit. Lily watched her carefully. Sometimes adults make bad choices, Ava continued, and those choices hurt people. But that's on them, not you. Lily nodded, but the doubt was still there, quiet and familiar. I love you, Ava said softly. Okay, Lily whispered, leaning into her. They packed up quietly after that, stuffing presents into bags, gathering what was left of the party. The decorations looked different now, like something staged after the fact. A staff member approached hesitantly. Do you want me to file an incident report? Sometimes it helps to have documentation. Ava paused, then nodded. Yes, that would be helpful. Filling out the report felt strangely grounding. Time, place, description. Witnesses. For the first time all day, it felt organized, controlled. By the time they left, the sun was low and the parking lot stretched out in long shadows. Ava checked her phone. 12 missed calls. 4 voicemails. She sat in the car and listened to the first. Please pick up. We need to talk about logistics. Logistics. That word alone told her everything. The second voicemail was worse. Her sister kicked me out. I don't have anywhere to go. The third. I can stay with my brother, but he's 2 hours away. I can't be that far from Lily. The fourth was quieter. Did you freeze the accounts? Ava stared ahead. She already had. Yesterday, on her attorney's advice. At home, Lily went straight to her room. The door closed softly. Let her be, her mother said. She's processing. Ava sank onto the couch, exhaustion finally catching up to her. The adrenaline was gone, replaced with something heavier. Her phone buzzed again. Andrea checking in. You okay? Barely. Want company? Not tonight. But thank you. Then Ava opened her email. 3 new messages from her attorney. The first confirmed what Andrea had said. The incident strengthened her case. The second was direct. Do not allow him back into the house unsupervised. The third was clear. Document everything. Ava didn't hesitate. She changed passwords, secured accounts, cut off access wherever she could. Each step felt deliberate, controlled. Then her phone rang again. Mason's mother. Ava answered. I heard what happened, she said. You need to understand. My son made a mistake, but humiliating him won't fix your marriage. I'm not trying to fix it, Ava replied calmly. I'm ending it. A pause. Over one affair? That's your standard, not mine. Think about Lily. She needs her father. She needs a father who respects her mother. Silence. You froze the accounts, the older woman said finally. Yes. You're escalating this. No, Ava said. I'm responding to it. She ended the call. Later, Lily came out of her room, still holding her stuffed unicorn. Can we watch a movie? Of course. They sat together under a blanket, watching something simple and safe. For a little while, everything felt almost normal, until Ava's phone lit up again. Messages from Mason, one after another. Then a new number. Ava opened it. You humiliated me in front of children, Ava typed back without hesitation. You humiliated yourself. I just made it visible. The typing dots appeared, then disappeared. And in that silence, Ava understood something clearly. This wasn't chaos anymore. This was strategy. And she was already ahead. By the next morning, Ava already knew what kind of day it was going to be. Her attorney's message was clear. If he shows up again without permission, document it. If necessary, involve the police. That wasn't a suggestion. That was escalation. Ava moved through the morning on autopilot. Lily got ready for school, quiet but observant, asking fewer questions than usual. Ava noticed everything. How Lily lingered a second longer before letting go of her hand. How her eyes searched for something that wasn't there anymore. At 9 o'clock, her attorney called. Good news and bad news, he said. Ava closed her eyes briefly. Start with the good. The incident report from the community center is solid. Multiple witnesses, direct admission. That strengthens your position significantly. And the bad? He's hired representation. Not strong, but aggressive. They're already claiming you're denying access to marital assets and attempting parental alienation. Ava let out a slow breath. I'm protecting what's left. I know, he said, but expect him to push. People like this don't go quietly. He was right. That same afternoon, Ava saw Mason before he even reached her. School pickup, a parking lot full of parents, and Mason leaning casually against his car like nothing had happened, like he still belonged there. Ava's chest tightened instantly. She moved faster, reaching Lily first and taking her hand. Daddy's here, Lily said, her voice uncertain. I see him, Ava replied. Mason approached with his hands slightly raised, a rehearsed calm in his expression. I just want 5 minutes with her, he said. No. She's my daughter too. Then you should have thought about that before you brought your affair partner to her birthday party. Heads turned. Conversations stopped. The same pattern as before. Silence spreading outward. You're making a scene, Mason muttered under his breath. I'm protecting my child, Ava said evenly. There's a difference. Lily pressed closer to her leg. You want visitation? Ava continued. Go through the attorney. You want to talk? Schedule it. You don't get to show up unannounced and pretend everything is normal. A teacher started walking toward them, already sensing the tension. Mason saw it too. His jaw tightened. This isn't over, he said quietly. It is for today. Ava didn't wait for a response. She guided Lily to the car, buckled her in, and locked the doors before her hands had a chance to start shaking. The teacher knocked lightly on the window. Everything okay? Ava forced a small nod. We're leaving now, thank you. She wasn't okay, but she was still in control. At home, she documented everything. Time, location, witnesses, exact words. Then she emailed it to her attorney with one line. Exhibit B. The response came fast. File for emergency custody modification. This qualifies as harassment. Ava didn't hesitate. That was the second shift. The first had been financial. This one was legal. By the time she finished the paperwork, her phone was flooded with messages. From Mason's family, distant relatives, people who suddenly felt entitled to opinions. You're overreacting. Marriage is hard work. Maybe you pushed him away. Ava read exactly 3 of them, then blocked every single number. Andrea texted a few minutes later. Saw his car at the school. Want me to come over? Ava looked toward the hallway where Lily had disappeared again. Not tonight, but thank you. Another message followed. Chelsea's account just went private. Someone found her. Ava didn't feel satisfied, just exhaustion. Lily appeared in the doorway, still wearing her school clothes. Can Daddy come home if he says sorry? Ava's chest tightened. It's more complicated than that, sweetheart. But if he's really, really sorry, some things can't be fixed with apologies, Ava said gently. Sometimes people hurt each other too much. But families stay together, Ava swallowed. They do, just not always the way we expect. You and me, we're still a family. That doesn't change. Lily studied her for a moment, then nodded slowly. Is Chelsea still around? No, Ava said. She's gone. Good. Ava almost smiled. Yeah, she said quietly. Good. That night, Mason's messages changed. Less pleading, more pressure. Then finally, threats. You're keeping me from my own home. You're turning my daughter against me. I'll take you to court for this, Ava replied once. See you there. Then she muted his number. At 11 p.m., there was a knock on the door. 3 sharp hits. Ava knew it was him before she even checked. Mason stood on the porch, shoulders tense, eyes tired. His car was parked crooked like he hadn't even thought about where he left it. Ava opened the door but kept the chain on. We need to talk, he said. We really don't. Please, 5 minutes. You had 4 months of minutes. You spent them with someone else. His hand pressed against the doorframe. I know I messed up. Ava didn't respond. Showing up at the school, blocking my calls. You're making this impossible. Ava unlatched the chain, not to let him in, but to show him something, the suitcase, black, packed, waiting. Mason stared at it. What's that? Your things. I meant we should talk first. We are talking. Silence stretched between them. She's gone, he said finally. She left town. Not my problem. She was scared. You threatened her. I told her the truth, Ava replied calmly. If that scared her, that's on her. Mason ran a hand through his hair, frustration creeping in. You can't just throw me out. It's my house, Ava said. My name is on the deed, remember? That landed hard. We built this together. You dismantled it. I'm just finishing the job. Mason stepped inside but stopped when he realized he couldn't go any further without passing her. You don't get to do this, he said. You don't get to act like this is all on me. Ava laughed once, sharp and quiet. You cheated for months. I was stressed. You booked hotel rooms. I didn't mean. You lied, repeatedly. Mason's frustration turned into anger. You were distant, always busy. She actually listened to me. Ava went still. So this is my fault? I'm explaining. No, she said. You're rewriting. That was the moment he lost ground. Completely. He grabbed the suitcase handle, yanking it upright. Fine, you want me gone? I'm gone. But don't act like you're perfect. I never said I was perfect, Ava replied. I said I was faithful. That hit deeper than anything else. Mason's expression shifted, anger cracking just enough to show something underneath. You're going to regret this, he said. Ava held his gaze. The only thing I regret is not finding out sooner. He wheeled the suitcase toward the door, movements sharp, unsteady. At the threshold, he turned back. What do I tell people? Ava didn't hesitate. The truth. He stared at her. That you cheated, got caught, and your wife chose not to tolerate it. He left without another word. The door slammed. The house went quiet. Ava locked the door, checked the windows, then stood in the middle of the room, listening to the silence. Her phone buzzed. Andrea saw his car leave. You okay? Ava typed back, still standing. She set the phone down. Upstairs, Lily called softly, Mom? Ava walked up and found her sitting in bed, clutching her stuffed rabbit. I heard yelling. Just grown-up stuff, Ava said gently. Was that Daddy? Yes. A pause. Is he coming back? Ava sat beside her. Not tonight. Ever? Ava hesitated, just for a second. Probably not. Lily nodded slowly, processing in her own quiet way. Did I do something wrong? Ava's voice softened immediately. No, never. Then why is everything changing? Ava smoothed the blanket over her. Because sometimes people make choices that change things, but that doesn't change how much I love you. And it doesn't change us. Promise? Promise. Lily lay back down. Ava stayed there until her breathing evened out, watching the rise and fall of the blanket, the soft glow of the nightlight filling the room. For the first time since this started, everything was quiet. Not calm, not peaceful, but clear. Mason had tried to take control. He had tried to shift the narrative. He had tried to come back like nothing had changed, and he failed. Completely. Now, the next move was hers. 3 days after Mason left, everything stopped being private. It didn't happen all at once. It happened in layers. The first one was the email. 6:47 a.m. Subject line. Regarding your husband. Ava opened it at the kitchen counter, coffee halfway to her lips. Chelsea's roommate. Chelsea was falling apart. Chelsea had lost her job because of you. Chelsea was not doing well. Ava read it once, then again, then forwarded it to her attorney without adding a single word. The reply came back quickly. Do not respond. Ava deleted the email, then poured her coffee down the sink. Not out of anger, because her hands weren't steady enough to hold it. That was the first layer. The second came an hour later. Andrea's message. You need to see this. Screenshots. Chelsea. Filtered photo. Red eyes. Perfect lighting. And a long post. About harassment. About being targeted. About a vindictive wife. Ava read it slowly. Not reacting. Analyzing. Then she called her attorney. Can I respond? No. Why? Because she just made your case stronger. A pause. She's emotional, public, unstable. Another pause. You're documented, controlled, credible. Ava looked at the screen again. At the version of reality Chelsea was trying to sell. And for a moment, she wanted to destroy it. Every message, every receipt, every lie, all of it. Right there, public. But she didn't, because she understood something now. This wasn't about truth anymore, it was about perception. And Chelsea had just lost control of it. That should have been the end, but it wasn't. Because that afternoon, Mason made it worse, much worse. The post went up at 3:12 p.m. public, unfiltered, and completely unhinged. Ava didn't see it first. Andrea did. Then 3 other people. Then it started spreading. By the time Ava opened it already had comments, dozens. Mason wrote about betrayal, about being pushed too far, about how he made mistakes. But wasn't the villain everyone was making him out to be? He didn't mention Chelsea, didn't mention the party, didn't mention the 4 months. Just vague pain and half-truths. Ava read it once, then again. And this time, she didn't feel angry. She felt clarity. Because this wasn't damage control. This was panic. And panic is loud. The comments proved it. People asking questions. People connecting dots. People who had been at the party, correcting him, publicly. That was the moment everything flipped. Not legally, socially. Mason wasn't controlling the story anymore. He was losing it, in real time. Ava didn't respond, didn't comment, didn't engage. She didn't need to, because the more he spoke, the worse it got. That night, his messages came faster, less structured, less coherent. You're ruining me. This isn't fair. You turned everyone against me. Ava stared at the screen, then locked her phone. Because this part, this collapse, wasn't hers to manage. He was doing it himself. And for the first time, there was nothing left for her to prove. The court date came 6 weeks later. Ava didn't feel nervous. She felt finished, not with the process. With him, she wore navy, hair pulled back, no jewelry, except the wedding ring she removed in the car before walking in. That was the last time she touched it. Inside, Mason looked different. Not angry, not confident, tired. Like someone who had been trying to hold something together, and finally realized it was already broken. His attorney went first, tried to rebuild the narrative, paint Ava as aggressive, emotional, unstable. A woman who turned a private issue into a public humiliation. Ava didn't react, didn't interrupt. Because now, she understood something he didn't. Truth doesn't need performance, it just needs evidence. Her attorney stood up and dismantled everything, text by text, receipt by receipt, timeline by timeline. 4 months, not mistakes, decisions. Then Andrea testified, calm, clear, precise. She described the party, Chelsea walking in, the introduction, the moment everything shifted, and Lily. Did Ava lose control? The attorney asked. No, Andrea said. She controlled the situation. The situation wasn't created by her. 2 more witnesses, same story. No cracks, no contradictions, just facts. The judge didn't take long. Primary custody, Ava. Visitation, Mason. Supervised. Assets split. House, Ava. Done. No drama, no hesitation, just consequences. Mason didn't look at her when they left, but he stopped, right before the exit, just for a second, like he was about to say something, and then he didn't, because there was nothing left to say. That was his collapse. Not loud, not dramatic. Final. Ava didn't celebrate. She picked Lily up, took her for ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, extra sprinkles. Why are you smiling? Lily asked. Because the hard part is over. Just us now? Ava looked at her. Just us. Lily nodded. I like just us. Ava smiled. Me too. That night the house felt different. Not empty, quiet, safe. Ava sat outside with a glass of wine. Phone buzzing, messages, support, noise. She ignored most of it, because for the first time, she didn't need it. 4 months later, Lily turned 8. No rented space, no crowd, just people who mattered. Cake, laughter, normal, real. After everyone left, Ava sat at the kitchen table. Last slice of cake. Silence. Then, her phone buzzed. Mason. Hope she had a good day. Ava looked at it, typed back. She did. Thank you. A pause. Then another message. Chelsea still hasn't found a job. That's on you. Ava stared at the screen for a long moment, then deleted the conversation. No answer, no reaction, nothing. Because some people don't want the truth. They want someone to blame. Chelsea lost her job because of choices. Mason lost his marriage because of choices. And Ava? Ava didn't destroy anything. She just refused to keep pretending it wasn't already broken. And that was the thing she learned. Not about betrayal, not about marriage, about truth. That it doesn't destroy your life. It reveals it. And once you see it clearly, you don't fight to hold it together. You walk away. And you don't look back. Because the moment you stop lying to yourself is the moment everything finally starts making sense. And the life waiting on the other side of that moment isn't smaller. It's yours. If this story made you feel something, hit that like button. Drop a comment telling us what you would have done in the main character's place. And subscribe to Sinner Stories so you never miss a new video.